Good morning, viewers. Meet again with me, Joshua Fredericks, and my partner,
David Madhuba.
We will accompany you during the Have a Few Minutes with the hot news that we have prepared. And this is the best study news. Okay, first news come to Joshua Suherman. After today, we are shocked by the death of actor and politician Haji Masaid. Now, J.D. Suherman, father of Joshua Suherman, also reportedly died of a heart attack. My father died because heart attack that I know from the doctor, said Joshua Suherman when found in the RSPB Cikini Central Jakarta Saturday. Joshua himself was immediately announced the news via his Twitter account at Jojo Agogo an hour ago. Read my beloved lady, J.D. Suherman, beloved Papa. Will Joshua could not hide his sadness singer. Child Song M only could express his sorrow, the writer in his Twitter account. Rest in peace, my beloved lady, J.D. Suherman. Goodbye, J.D. May all good deeds accept in his worship. May Joshua and his family were given firmness. Now, we go to the next news. Please, Nicola.
Thank you, Joshua. The train accident, the three killed, doesn't injure in the train accident. 3 people were killed and dozens of injured on early Friday morning when the Bandung Mutiara Selatan collided accident with the Kuto Jaya Selatan in 2 past 24 AM. Passengers were trapped in the carriage, stay on railway. Operator PT KAI Bandung office spokesman Bambang Setio Prayitno said as the injured were taken a local hospital.
Okay, that's news we have listened to you. Keep the spirit every day. Thank you and see you.
Good morning, viewers. Meet again with me, Susan Amrani Pangge and me, Pinkan. We will accompany you during the ahead few minutes with the hot news that we have prepared, and this is the best study news. Okay, National Soccer Team coach Alfred Riedel, or Sekerai, gives direction to Indonesian youth soccer player Diego Michaels during the 2012 pre-Olympic training session at the Indonesian Football Association, or PSSI, field in Senayan, South Jakarta on Thursday. The national team is scheduled to match against Pelita Jaya U21 team on Saturday before facing Turkmenistan on February 23. Okay, viewers, my partner Pinkan Emegawati Katerina will read the next news.
Thank you, Susan. Well, let me start. South Africa bids for 2014 CWC. South Africa is reportedly bidding to host the Club World Cup in 2014. South African Football Association Chief Executive Leslie Siddiq told the supersport.com website that the country has submitted an application to FIFA Secretary General Jerome Falcon. The end of year tournament involving the club champions of FIFA 6 Confederation has been played in the United Arab Emirates. For the last 2 years before that, it was hosted by Japan. Sedif says South Africa Club Championship after a successful 2010 World Cup. I think we have left the reward with no doubt about our abilities to host minor events. South Africa was awarded to 2017 African Cup of Nations on Saturday, but lost out to Morocco for the 2014 tournament. Okay, it's a whole series of news that we have present to you.
Thanks for joining us with PSKD News Daily Update.
Keep the spirit. Make sure join PSKD News every day.
And see you.
Good morning, viewers. Meet me again with me, Keisha.
And me, Setia.
We will accompany you during the ahead few minutes with the hot news that we have prepared. And
This is
the
the
PSKD
PSKD
News.
News.
The first news, a man escaped that after being bitten by a giant crocodile while swimming in the Lake Bay Crack near the town of Ripa, Northern Australia, Sunday, 6 February. A named man was swimming with her two daughters when a 2.5-meter crocodile suddenly appeared and bit his hand. Although one did he fought back by hitting the head and snout crocodile while swimming to the edge of the lake. He finally managed to escape. The wound was the life-threatening, said local police. In Australia, an average of 2 people killed by a crocodile bits per year. Type of seawater crocodiles nicknamed salties. It could grow 7.5 meters and weighing 1 ton. Okay, viewers, now my partner, University Jack, will read the next news.
Thank you, Kesia. Will me start? Jakarta to have giant seawall by 2025. Jakarta Governor Fauzi Bowo says his administration expects to initiate construction of the giant seawall along the capital northern shores. The project is expected to be completed in 2025. Fauzi said, as quoted by Kompas.com, he did not want to rush the construction to massive structure so as to ensure in world lasts 100 years. The scenario is will complete the construction by 2025. That way will be safe and won't next extra security measures. We must think for 100 years ahead instead of merely 10 years. Fauzi told reporters in Jakarta after a meeting with officials from the city of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. He said Jakarta will partner with Rotterdam in construction since the wall, including through with later his assistance sending experts to help the Indonesian capital with the project and other projects aimed at curbing the flooding. Then often inundates and paralyzes the city. Fauzi added both administrations will kick off studies triggering the seawall design in mind, and when planning to complete the master plan for overall project within 2 years. Okay, it is the wall of new that we have presented to you.
Thanks for joining us with PSKD News Daily Update. Keep the spirit, make sure you join PSKD News every day, and see you.
Good morning, viewers. Meet again with me, James Agner, and me, Rian. We will accompany you during the ahead few minutes with the hot news that we have prepared. And this is the PSKD News. news. Shelby sent handcuffed and being led by the authorities. She was a regular customer at this bar, and according to a visitor, she was with 14 people, beating his friend when the incident occurred. At the time, happened to be a cop and checked what happened at the bar. She wondered but was handcuffed and escorted by police. Okay, viewers, from my partner Rian will read the next news.
Thank you, James. Well, let me start. Press Day reporters complicated. Kupang. More than 100 journalists who served in Kupang was invited before the National Press Day, February 9, 2011. HPN committee asked all journalists concerned and the data themselves from the journalists concerned. The police committee issue on Sunday the 6th of February was considered very sudden. NTT Secretary Frank Salm asserted a statement letter conference of general leader or person in charge is only applied to the local mass media, while the national media with its head office in Jakarta enough to show a press card from the institution. Okay, it's a whole series of news that we have present to you. Thanks for joining us with PSKD News Daily Update.
Keep the spirit, make sure you join PSKD News every day, and see you.
Good morning, audience. With me, Chelsea.
And me, Daniel Linto.
Welcome in PSKD News. The first news from NASA. NASA will announce the discovery of an alien or extrasolar planet let's result Kepler spacecraft mission. The announcement will be made at NASA headquarters auditorium in Washington and also broadcast live on NASA television. The announcement will be made in Briefing to be held at 13,000 local time, approximately 3 February at 01:00 EM GMT. In a later meeting, stakeholders will attend the Kepler mission. NASA's Kepler used to estimate the planets in the outer solar system. In its parent star in the habitable zone. Kepler used a super-sensitive photometer is able to monitor stars in the constellation and Cygnus and Lyra. The next second news with my partner is Daniel Rinto.
Thank you, Chelsea. The second news is Mexico City. Etias Fuoso and Angelina scored second half goals to give America a 2-0 win at Lineage leader Atlas in the fourth round of the Mexican Croatia Championship on Saturday. Fuoso opened the scoring in the 71 minute and Reina made it 2-0 in the 84 minute as America gave a new George Carlos Reynoso a win in his first game in charge after reaching Manuel Hebert this week. America remains bottom of Group 2, but moved to 4 points to close the gap to Atlas. Atop the group. In Pachuca,
Hornet Scarlet with a low shot to give Cruz Azul the lead in the 40 minutes. Cruz Azul became away after the break with Julio Dominguez hitting a second after Miguel Carrillo called on Lipari and Emmanuel Villa free kick in the 62 minutes. Okay, that's all for today. And I'm Daniel.
I'm Chelsea. See you next time.
Good morning, audience. I am Elizabeth Sophia.
I am Rastio.
Welcome to PSKD News. Here is the detail. Cross-pilot Semtex report says, a report into the 2008 helicopter crash which killed has pilot Morgan Sexton confirms, and earlier, unofficial report, he was having text message from his cell phone shortly before his machine disappeared into Leponaka. Telephone company record showed that in the next few minutes, the pilot had received and sent cell phone text message, including one sent close to the expired time of the accident to the bar skipper, the commission report says. During an eulogy at Mr. Sexton's funeral in November 2008, Minara station owner Jonathan Pelly said he had been on a barge crossing Leponaka when Mr. Sexton flew up from behind in his helicopter and passed over the barge to surprise him. Okay, Prasetyo, I think it's your turn.
Thank you, Sophie.
Okay.
And the next news is about Mason get to the top. One beer Mason worked on 17 holes. With I part calls yesterday, on February, to the type of packages stood little Phoenix, Arizona, United making flashlight. Closer to the board of Western Management, Phoenix opened tournament after playing under part 1,122 first through Green Wilson from Tommy and Kenny, who led by 14 100 part 128.
Okay, that's all the news. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Good morning, viewers. Back again with me, Chelsea. Welcome in PSKD News. Okay, the news is Transjakarta Corridor reopened after accident-related block. Busway Transjakarta Corridor 6 has reopened after nearly a day of being blocked by angry residents in the event of a Transjakarta bus crash into a child crossing the road and caused death. Witnesses said the incident happened around 11:30. Residents have prayers in the hall after burying the body of the child. Police have discussed with family members risking and instead that the corridor was closed until they meet with the driver. An officer from Mampang Police said that the driver had been taken to Jakarta Police. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for attention of viewers. We hope viewers satisfied. See you next time.